Hello, everyone. Thanks for logging on to CBSColorado.com. Time now for a few extra minutes, and what a thrill tonight. We've got Assistant General Manager of your world champion Denver Nuggets, Tommy Balcetis, with us tonight. And Tommy, we got the NBA draft coming up this week. So as you guys are gearing up, take us through what's going on. I think the players are hopefully still celebrating. What's the front office doing this week?
Yeah, no, I mean, the next day after the the crazy celebration, we were literally in our office talking about players, talking about the draft, moving names back and forth. There's not a whole lot of time for us to chillax, really. Once the draft is over, once free agency is over and summer league is over, that's when we actually end up taking a bit of a time off. But right now, it's all hands on deck.
So as you look at this draft, obviously you don't have a second-round pick. Maybe you trade up, maybe you don't. But the fact that 8 years ago you drafted Nikola Jokic, the best player on the planet,
sure, at
41.
Yes.
Does that change how you look at the draft and how you look at those 40 picks in your 40th pick this year?
Right. Well, first of all, we definitely knew he was going to be that way.
Okay.
No, I mean, it's all credit to Tim and Arturas and for kind of discovering him and bringing him over. I think once you realize you have a superstar in your hands, it becomes maybe just a tad more straightforward in terms of who you surround him with. It doesn't become easier necessarily because you still have to go and get those guys. But at least you have a much more clearly defined identity for yourself, for your team. And, building around Nikola is usually fairly straightforward.
Yeah.
And Nikola has been amazing because you can almost put anybody out there. You and I can be on the court, and I think would be okay. But that's the thing. I mean, we started actually thinking about certain players a certain way after we drafted guys like Nikola and Jamal, and we realized how much chemistry and character matters as well. And we've been kind of doing that same for a little while now.
That's always kind of an interesting test or challenge, I guess, to get guys, and Michael Malone has talked about this a lot, the traits of a Denver Nuggets player. It's not just that you can ball, it's not just that you're a good player, but that you've got the character. How hard is it to really know and to really, because of course, on any job interview, everybody's going to tell you everything you need to know. How is it to find out who these guys really are?
We do a lot of work on that. I mean, we try to understand the player from a variety of different angles. Of course, it's easier to watch them and see how they perform on the court. But we have to make a ton of calls, and our scouting department does an amazing job doing that. Jim Klibanoff, Scott Howard, Drew Nicholas, who's our director of scouting, who's oversees the entire scouting, Todd Chukovic, all those guys. I mean, they do such an amazing job making those calls, understanding, the players' backgrounds. They talk to very specific types of people around those players to get a better sense of who they are. And I think we've done a pretty solid job understanding who those players are before they even, either join our organization or end up playing for some other teams.
Tommy, talk to us a little bit about your journey. Obviously, you came here with Tim Connolly. You were starting in analytics, correct?
Yes.
And now you've moved your way all the way up to assistant GM. What has that journey been like? What were the steps along the way?
I mean, I owe it all to Tim Connolly. I mean, he brought me over. He gave me a ton of opportunity to grow. He's been a central figure in my life. Obviously, Arturas Karnisha was the same way. And then when Cal joined, we immediately kind of became fast friends immediately. So I mean, those three guys have been so central in my particular professional journey. From numbers, which. The number analytics was not really a huge thing when I joined. It was kind of becoming a thing, but it was not a huge wave at that point. So it was a little easier for me personally to kind of maybe make my own way and understand how I can use it. Now analytics is pretty widely used, but at the time you kind of you had a lot of leeway and freedom to find your own way in terms of the analytics world, right? So I took it, I ran with it. And as I mentioned, with Tim and AK kind of giving me a lot of other stuff to do, whether it was scouting, salary cap, our director of operations, VP of basketball operations now, Ben Tenzer. He's awesome. He joined, as I mentioned, early on with me, and he was kind of our cap guy to begin with. And now we share some of those duties as well, and it's been amazing working with him. So I mean, again, I think we both grew from our respective roles to do a lot of other stuff. And I think it's all a testament to those guys who are overseeing us that we're able to get here.
When you're talking about this, I think about the players on the court, and I'm like, the Nuggets are loaded. And then I think about the front office, I'm like, the Nuggets are loaded with talent as well. That's really what I'm getting from this. Such a great group. As you guys look, and you guys are kind of in one of your really busy times of year, even though I guess it's just been busy. busy all year.
Yeah.
What's the balance between looking for a player that's going to, are you guys looking for guys that are going to make an impact now, like a Christian Brown, or maybe, hey, the roster's pretty full, guys that maybe will come up in a couple years? What's kind of the goal, you think, for this year?
You know, it's kind of a cop-out answer, but it's usually both, right?
Yeah.
We're trying to get young players who are, you know, unafraid to step on the court and actually do something for us if we needed to. But as you do mention, we have a team right now that, you know, we have a lot of good players on the court. So some of those young guys, I mean, you think about Peyton Watson, you know, he's such a talented kid and wasn't able to really show off what he can do. And, you know, Calvin did an amazing job kind of identifying Peyton. And, you know, Peyton, we obviously hold in such high regard, even though he didn't really do much for us this year from a Nuggets perspective. He killed the G League, but, you know, not necessarily from a Nuggets perspective because clearly there were not enough minutes for him. But, you know, he's a guy who we're expecting to step up, you know, next year going forward. And CB obviously was such an important piece for us, you know, all the way up to the finals. So I think both of them represent a pretty interesting duality. I mean, one was immediately playing for us. The other one can definitely play for us right now, but more of a long-term type of thing. So that's kind of how you do it at the draft. You don't always expect those guys to play, but if they do, you want to make sure that they're able to do it.
Well, that is exciting. We cannot wait to find out who the next Denver Nuggets are going to be. Good luck on Thursday. Have fun.
Thank you. You know, hopefully the Nuggets Nation are behind us as usual.
Oh, they definitely will be. Tommy, thank you so much for taking the time. We'll let you get back to your draft prep.
All right. Thanks, Romy.
Guys, thanks so much for joining us. We will see you next time.